for everyone. Another great this day only. What that means to you is if there are any remaining at midnight tonight, that price goes up $60. $240 praise value. We did it for $169.98, $109.95. That's even lower than my card. I love that.
A lot of people probably have this material if you've watched Mine Finds over the years and you collected it. What you haven't seen is, for about the last, 3 or 4 years, you haven't seen Iron Mountain, have you?
Why?
I mean, well, number one, the biggest thing is I can't get it.
You can't, oh, well,
I can't get the
That's where
material.
it has to start, right?
This is a really interesting story. Okay, so Iron Mountain, how it all came about, and you know, I got to tell you, I mean, you know, the story behind the material is sometimes even more interesting than the material. There was a mine, and there's a mine that was active. It's closed now also at the time, but we were buying this beautiful turquoise from. You had to always go up, and we'd go up, and it's this dirt road that you have to go up. We had these really old military 4-wheel drive vehicles that we'd take, and then sometimes you had to go by one. It was right on top of the mountain, but you had to pass this big iron mine, commercial iron mine that was down in the valley. And we'd go up this 2-lane muddy, oh my gosh, when it'd get wet, it would just be horrible. And I'd figure, oh man, I'm gonna be walking back. You know, we'd get up there, we'd do our deal and everything like that. We'd head back down. But it had been raining, you would look at the iron mine and you could see on the other side of the mine, you could see the turquoise. You could, you know, like it was wet.
Kidding.
Now, if it was dry, you couldn't see, you wouldn't even know turquoise is there. But when it was wet, that's how big the veins were. You could literally see the turquoise.
Oh, how cool.
We tried to get in there forever and ever and ever. They didn't even want to know us, man. We're Westerners, number one. They don't even want to know your name. You know, they don't care. Wow. They don't want to know anything about you. So we knew where this deposit was for the longest period of time. I kept telling one of my partners in one of my businesses that I have that where we acquire turquoise material, I was telling him my tale of woe. And I said, you know, he goes, oh yeah, I know it's there. And I said, well, if you know it's there, why aren't we trying to get it? He goes, well, you know, they're mining iron. They don't, you know, they're really not interested in the turquoise. I said, no. But we are. And he said, yeah, I know. He goes, well, funny enough, that's my roommate in school. That's his uncle that owns that. Boy, and so lucky. Through him, through his schoolmate, we were able to get in there. So we had about a 5-year run. Is when the mine was shut down, or they were doing maintenance, or they were in the other end of the mine, they would let us send a crew in, and it was just sticking out. It was just everywhere. Oh my And we would mine as much as we could. Wow. Well, after a while, we were more of a hassle than we were worth, even though we were paying them. And we were just, you know, it just was a hassle for them, so they won't let us do it anymore. And so what you're looking at here is the last of the last material. What I've told you and constantly told you is this. I always save the best for the last. So this is some of the best material.
It's like 500, that's it.
And so these are very limited. There's not like